Hi, welcome back to Vintage Cub Cadet 105 hydrostatic transmission. I'm just doing a 3-month time lapse that I've owned this tractor. I've had some issues with this thing, not with the engine, but with the mower deck. That's over here. The mower deck has been causing me some problems. Like, it's been making some the spindles are, these two spindles are bad. The center one's fine, but yeah, so it's been a work in progress for that. I've had to do some recent repairs to this thing. This starter belt, the pulley for the old starter, the dynamo, that's what it's called, I think, or Delico. It needed to be repaired. I got that repair done, but other than that, this tractor's been a good tractor. I will be changing the oil soon. I haven't changed it yet because I've been working on this thing like for a long time, getting everything kind of fixed up and ready to go. And my goal is to have this thing going by next year because I want to have it ready back for the season again. Other than that, I still got the mower deck frame on it. I want to get a snowblower for it someday, but the main goal right now is getting the deck fixed. But it runs and it drives very nicely. It goes fast, how I want it to. And other than that, I think it's never been used for plowing, because it doesn't have a lot of rust on it at all. The frame is not rusty or anything's not rusty on this tractor. I found this tractor for a steal off a Facebook Marketplace for at least over $700. But yeah, if I restore this thing and I get it back up to its standard as it was in '68, I'll be happy with it. But my dad had one just like it. It was a 1450. My dad loved that tractor. I love Cub Cadet, and that's why I bought this one, because I know Cub Cadets are Cub Cadet International is a very sought of garden tractor back then. I wouldn't buy a Cub Cadet, a new one today. I would get the old ones, the old Internationals, the farm equipment. So if you want to get a tractor that you want to tinker with and you want to restore it, I highly recommend getting vintage garden tractors. John Deere, Cub Cadet, Allison Chalmers. Ford tractor, old Fords that they used to make, Farmalls, stuff like that. I would highly recommend if you want to get into little mini farm tractors, or just tough farm tractors like these. This is a narrow frame Cub Cadet. But I've used this thing to pull stuff like mulch, wood, and this thing handles like it's nothing. So, everything works on it. Hydrostatic transmission works, steering wheel. I remember I had to grease it up because it was getting hard to steer because this wheel is thin, like very thin, but I like it. I like because you can grab the sides here. It just feels like it's a high quality wheel. The choke, everything works on this thing. But I highly recommend, keeping these tractors and buying them and restoring them, because but they don't make these things like they used to. And, a lot of folks in my family thought I was crazy to buy an old garden tractor, because, you're like, why'd you do that? Well, I bought it just something that I can tinker around with, restore this thing, and maybe have it for my house when I get older and old enough to, and that would be down the line for me. But it's just something for me to tinker around with and appreciate, and keep it going as long as I can. Maybe put it on my homestead down the line. But the blade, the spindles, this is what went out on it. I have everything in there, so if you're wondering where everything is, it's all in there. Please excuse the mess in my garage because I did not put this here. This is my workspace, but other than that, you really don't care. But I'll be moving that soon for the winter. But if you're the next question you're asking, am I going to use this thing in the winter? Well, it all depends. If something goes wrong, like I need an emergency, if I need a snowblower tow, or if something gets stuck, then yes, I will use the Cub Cadet in the wintertime if it's an emergency. But I'm not going to be driving around on it with nothing. But I will start it up because it needs to get running. It needs to be running throughout the winter because I don't want a dead battery. But I already starting to know this thing is, it's okay in the cold when it's starting up, but it should start. I start it pretty much every day. Because I don't come out here every day because it's cold now, but boy, oh boy, I just love this thing. It's gotten me through the summertime, pulling stuff around. I haven't really got a chance to mow with it because it's been such a problem. But the deck has just been such a problem. It ate through my bearings. I did the best I could for them. My bearings actually like pretty much just fell through. Like the whole blade was gonna fall through the whole thing on the deck. The whole spindle was about to just fall apart, and luckily I caught it just in time. I should have if you're asking me why did I mow with it, well, that was kind of not that smart to mow with it. I should have just waited. When I was gonna buy the tractor, when I was looking at it on Marketplace, I went there and I was looking at this and I'm like, oh, I've been looking on Marketplace for a while, and when I got there, I didn't know if I was going to buy it straight away, but I did not have my heart set on it yet, but I just made the purchase. I got into something that, it's going to take me some time, probably this winter. I'm thinking to take it in a case or something like that, but I'm going to do my little research on this thing. In the wintertime, it gives me some time because I'm not busy with customers and stuff. Because I do mow yards for just for extra money. Other than that, I do work by just doing yard care and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been not driving it as much. Because the roofers, we had a hailstorm in the summertime, and I don't feel like getting a nail in my tire. So I really haven't driven it out of this garage in a while. It's been sitting in here for at least, 10 to 20 days. I just pulled it out. Actually, I literally just pulled it out today for the first time in not even a month maybe. But actually, I don't even know. I probably pulled it out more than that. But actually, Halloween. I pulled it on Halloween. Halloween day, I pulled it out and ran it for a while. Drove it around for a second. So, pardon. I did drive it around. It's been more than that. But my next thing is get the oil changed on it later, maybe this spring. When I get the deck all done, I want to get the deck done first, and then I'll worry about oil changes and stuff like that. But yeah, it's really been quite a project for me to deal with. But I sure love this thing. I want to get a snowblower attachment for it someday, or a snow throw. I might just get a snowblower attachment for it, just because I don't feel like having a snow throw machine or whatever it is for it, or a plow, or maybe I'll get a tiller. I don't know for it. It's all up in the air. All I know is I have a mower deck right now for it, and yeah. So that's kind of like it's a 10-minute video of Old International Cub Cadet 105. If any of you know where I could get the parts for the spindles on the 105, if you want the model, the deck number, I got it over here. I gotta move around this stuff. But here's the deck number. If any of you folks want to see it, 421U113. So that's that. That's the deck number for the International Cub Cadet deck. So, yep, that's all I have for today. Yep, maybe the next video I'll make of it will be kind of a restoration on the deck, or an upload after I restore the deck. But yeah, it's a work in progress. You know, it's not going to come easy. It's not going to come quick. It's just going to be, because my plan is to get the spindles for like a Christmas present, because I want to just get, I don't care. I want to just get the whole deck done this winter for a Christmas present. I really just want to take it somewhere, get it restored, put it back on the tractor, and be fine for like years to come. Grease it. So that's what I really want to do. I really, really want to do that. And, you know, that can cover for my birthday too. I really don't care. I just want something. I want this to be, you know, I want to save my money. Not to be, you know, I just want to save money. And, you know, if anybody can help me out, my family, and my family can help me out, and I'll be more than happy that, you know, about that. But, all in all, everything runs good on this thing. I just like it. It's a good tractor. Starts every time. It's very reliable, I have to say. The engine is very reliable. I've always wanted a Kohler K Series engine because of that reason. It always starts. It's not going to, I mean, it always fires up on me. This K Series 241 tractor. Love this thing. Love the engine. You know, the engine is just a masterpiece of just simple mechanics. Nothing high tech. I can literally take this engine apart without taking maybe the hood off, or really it's just an open engine. I can literally just open the hood all the way. But yeah. Yep, and now they put 20-some horsepower engine here, but this is the 10 horsepower and just does just fine around my yard. I got an acre. I got about an acre and a half. Actually, more than, maybe 2 acres, 2.5 acres that I mow. 2.5 acres, which is not that bad. But if you're worried about me mowing, well, I got 2 tractors. So this is just the project tractor, and the other one's just a mowing tractor, which I use all the time when I mow. But this one is just just vintage tractor that I use just around here until I get it actually working, the deck working, because I'm not going to mow with a bad spindle, because that's not good for the belts, because you can burn a belt up with it, and it puts strain on your belt, it puts heat on your belt, puts heat on the bearings, and it's not good, which I've done that, and it's not good for it. So if you got a Cub Cadet and it's doing that to the deck, I would stop. If you hear that, I would stop, and I would probably get a new spindle. I would take the blade off, and I would get a new spindle. That's just my suggestion. So you don't go through what I did, and me, you know, and realize because I did it. I cleaned them out. I cleaned the 2 of them. I cleaned one of them, and I cleaned 2 of them because they were both making the noise, and I just, you know what, they're worn out. This tractor was made in '68. It's 56 years old. Still runs and drives fine. I have another buddy of mine that I do wood for. I go up north and do wood, which I would like to take it up there and do it. Um, he has an Allison Chalmers B12 from 1966. I drove that tractor. That tractor is really nice. He has a plow on it, which I would love a plow. But all in all, buy these garden tractors. Restore them. Highly, highly recommended. These new box store tractors now, they're all like, they have the same motor in them. They're meant to break. Like anything, this could break. Like the engine could, it could, there's all sorts of maintenance you got to do to the engine. But I'd rather put money into this thing than go spend $3,000 on a new one, or spend, I don't know, $2,000 fixing the other one. I'd just rather buy this and fix it for less. And I'd rather restore this one than go restore a new one that is going to break a lot quicker. I bet you this thing will outlive my other tractors that I have. So, anywho, thank you for watching. If you know anything about spindles, about these 105 Cub Cadets, let me know. I'll be in the comments looking. If anybody knows the spindle numbers or anything like that. But, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you want more of the Cub Cadet, put some likes down there, and I'll post more videos of this Cub Cadet when it's fully restored and in restoration progress. All right. I will see you in the next video.